Right. Welcome to the Ninja Show, episode 49. I'm your co-host, Devin Moon, and with me, as always, making the magic happen behind the scenes, Trevor Payne. Trev, how
What's
you
up,
doing?
Dev? How you doing,
Oh,
buddy?
man. Oh, it's always good to see you, as usual. I'm ready to talk that Nintendo. It feels good
Absolutely.
after a long hardship that we had to suffer through PlayStation and Xbox that last episode. It was rough. But me and Trev,
Totally.
we skedaddled, dude. We got those chains out. We just did our prison break. It felt good. It felt good to be free for a little bit.
Oh,
I think
absolutely.
personally. But we're back. We're back in Nintendo land. This week we're going to be talking about Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, and how it impressed at Tokyo Game Show, Pokemon's latest DLC for Sword and Shield, and talk about Minecraft Steve coming to Smash. And as usual, the show is nothing without you. So remember, listener, if you want to be part of the show, visit our website at nintendoshow.com or watch us live right here on Twitch and send your comments and concerns right there. Trev, are you ready to enter the mysterious world we like to call Mr. Miyamoto's magical news?
Wahoo!
Trev, there are 3 items this week. Number 1, Hyrule Warriors. During last week's Tokyo Game Show, we got more than 20 minutes of gameplay for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, plus another story trailer for the highly anticipated title. Trev, after seeing the gameplay, have your thoughts changed on the game, and are you still hyped for this?
Hashtag hype, hype nation.
Hyped?
Yeah, I'm still like I said, I've been going through the original Hyrule Warriors, and seeing this gameplay, I love the art style. It looks so cool, and I think it's just because I like the look of Breath of the Wild so much that it looks pretty neat. I'm very intrigued. I want to play it. It seems like it's going to be another one of those games, so I can't get I don't know. I feel like I can't get too excited, but I'm excited. I don't know. What are you feeling, dude? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I kind of have that same sense. Like, yes, I know it's going to just be another Hyrule Warriors game, but there's something about it, dude. There's something about it. My heart it's calling out to me. I don't know if it's because it's been so long that haven't had Breath of the Wild that I'm just like I'm ready for any taste, any morsel.
It's possible.
That could be it. But honestly, from what I'm seeing, it looks like a pretty decent Hyrule Warriors game. One of the better Warriors games, just visually. That alone is impressing me. But I love the combat. It seems a little more interesting in some ways, especially playing as Link. When you go against these one-on-one bosses, there's a lot of that lock-on targeting, kind of strafing, kind of going on, very Zelda-esque.
Yeah,
I really like that. Then who did we see? It wasn't Sheik, but
oh my gosh, it was
old lady.
Yep,
old woman.
Impa.
Years ago.
Impa. That's right.
Thank you, man. Looking at the other characters on this gameplay wise, Impa is a bad A. That was some sick ninja action, dude.
Right?
So cool. Yeah. That was really impressive. She is disappearing, her hat's floating in the air. There's swords slashing all over the place.
Definitely cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the combat going on there is very cool, very interesting to me. And same with the Gorgon guy. He seemed pretty interesting, a little more tankish, but Impa stole the show for me.
Sure.
But it was cool to see. We got to see the little bomb guy.
Yeah.
What is he? I don't know what he is still, but he's there.
Looks cool.
He's there. He's tossing bombs.
Yeah, graphically looks super rad, especially when you do your special abilities and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, that's what this game has always done really well. Are those special abilities are just look so cool. You're just like, oh my gosh, I only hit one button, but it was epic. It was an epic one button press. So I'm excited to spend some time in this world. I am excited for the story stuff, especially being 100 years before Breath of the Wild or whatever it was, and I think that'll be cool. Kind of flesh out the story a little bit, get us ready for some Breath of the Wild 2 action next year or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what's cool about this is I'm really interested in the story. That's why it's bringing me here. But the gameplay is interesting me enough that I think I want to stay tuned. There are some Breath of the Wild-esque things. You can see them carrying food and stuff. So I don't know how that's going to be implemented in the game, and if it's in a menu type of thing to give you health, trees are falling down and toppling over things. So they got that kind of coming from Breath of the Wild, which is kind of cool to see, seeing environments destroyed.
Oh, totally.
Um, yeah, there's some cool fighting mechanics that actually are bringing me into this. I think a little bit more than I expected for a Warriors game.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean overall, yeah, I know what I'm going to get into. I know in the end it probably will be a solid 7. And let's be honest, the story is probably like not going to be crazy cool, but
Oh,
it'll be
probably
okay.
not. But I mean, like,
It'll be all
hopefully, I
right.
don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there's just something there. Like, it'll be cool. I have a feeling it's going to be fun. And I feel like maybe they proved I guess, what was it the Warriors
Bandai?
people. Yeah, Bandai Namco, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think they proved themselves the last game that maybe, Nintendo will loosen the reins a little bit, let them have a little
Yeah.
bit more creative freedom, possibly. And I don't know, it'll be cool. I'm stoked. Another game to look forward to this year because we want some more Nintendo goodness. So at least we
Yeah,
got
man.
something.
Yeah, I think this is the game to look for this year. So hopefully you're into it. Hopefully you're a Zelda and Warriors fan. I guess we'll see how this all
Sure.
shakes out. I don't want to be like totally negative on it on the story aspect. The only reason I said that it most likely is that way is just because Zelda, to be honest, is not it's not driven narratively like a lot of other games. It's like driven like by environment and by world
Sure.
more than the narrative.
Well, especially Breath of the Wild as well.
Yeah,
Like that's
very
very just
much.
being in the moment, experiencing what's happening, and
Yeah.
yeah,
So it should be interesting. I mean, I love the idea. I love the conceit. I love a story where the bad guys are going to die. I love that in Reach, Halo Reach. I love that in the Star Wars that just came out a couple ago. Rogue One. That
Mhm.
was cool too. So just knowing like when things are going to go, that it's going to go south, but one
Yeah.
day it's going to be happy. I really do like that. So
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
interested, man.
That'll be
I'm
cool.
down for this. I'm so cool. I'm
You are
ready.
so
I'm
cool,
ready,
Devin.
baby.
You are
I'm
so
so
cool.
cool. Guys, I'm the coolest.
Oh,
No, not
boy.
really. Trev, let's talk about a little bit of Pokemon. Second on the list, Pokemon Sword and Shield's DLC is nearly here. The game's DLC will be released on October 22nd. The DLC will include new adventures, legendary Pokemon from the past games, Galarian Star Tournament, a new partner battle system, and so Trev, what are your thoughts on the Crown Tundra?
Yeah,
Coming up this update.
this is the one I am excited about. Like as much as I enjoyed the Isle of Armor, like it was a cool experience. This is
Yeah.
the one that I'm truly like excited about. That feels like maybe a little bit heftier of a DLC than the last one.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So they announced on here too that every single mainline Pokemon game will, every legendary that was in those will be catchable in this, and
Okay,
which
cool.
is awesome. And not to
Yeah.
mention the Galarian variants of those legendary birds, Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres. So there's basically this. It's like you go into a dungeon with a group of 4 and you pick different pathways, and eventually it leads to some kind of like cool epic Pokemon that you gotta beat in a raid battle, and then you have a chance to catch them. I see that being super fun, especially just trying to grind out, get all the legendaries. Has me very excited.
Yeah.
Then there's this whole like partner. I honestly
battles.
I didn't really understand it too much. I think I
Yeah.
want a little bit more details, but very cool. I like the atmosphere. I love snowy kind of stuff, so I'm excited. I also another open area to explore again, because the last
Yeah,
one
exactly.
I liked better on the Isle of Armor than the original standalone
Original
game.
map?
Yeah,
Okay,
so I think
cool.
hopefully they keep improving it, and this
Yeah.
one outdoes the last. So quite excited. What about you, Dev?
Yeah, not in, hey, if you know me, you know the show, Pokemon's just not my thing. And I want it to be my thing, it just isn't my thing. I love that everyone's learning out about it, but for me, I'm not like I didn't even get the first, I haven't even beat the game. So I have a while to go if I'm gonna do this. I did
Sure.
try, but I didn't get to it. But dude, I love nerding out with people, so I'm interested in Pokemon stuff in that way. I love to see people geek out about things, and people truly geek out about Pokemon.
Oh, for
So I'm
reals.
glad people are getting new stuff. do you like what in this expansion is like making you feel like it's going to be a bigger expansion than the first? Is there like something that's teasing to you that this might be
No,
something
I
more?
think for me it's the dungeon stuff. There just seems like there's going to be more to do, because I felt like the last one I got through like the series of missions in such like in like it just I think it was like a sit down or two. I was able to crank through it all, and it just felt so short. And then I'm like at that point I was like, yeah, I've already kind of ran around this whole place, but something with that kind of like dungeon where you're going into this like cave system and catching all these legendaries and stuff. It seems like I'll spend more time in it. Like it'll capture my attention a little bit longer. So that I think is the reason why I'm so excited about it. Obviously there's going to be additional story stuff that they're going to be adding, but that's what I'm excited about is all them legendaries, you know what I mean?
Did the other one have a tournament kind of thing? Because there's this tournament they're talking like Galarian Star tournament thing. Was there any tournament kind of thing going on in the last expansion at all? Do you remember that at all?
Not that I can remember. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't remember any.
Yeah, well, the way that they were talking about seemed like it was a new thing to me. So that's what seemed like expanded upon to me is that as well. But I don't know. I mean, I think overall, to me, it's more Pokemon. We got some news about Pokemon Home update with Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
You can transfer stuff from Sword and Shield there. You also got some sweet music video.
Oh my gosh.
Pokemon Bump of Chicken music video.
So, all right, this is kind of the best. So I'm going to fast forward to it. We're not going to be able to hear the music on the stream, but it was a crossover. Dude, it was a crossover from some like Japanese rock band called Bump of Chicken or something. What was it?
Like that.
Bump of Chicken, and it was cross
Pokemon,
and then they had this like cool anime Pokemon music video, and I loved it. I'm not super into whatever music was being played, but I was just like, dude, I wish the Pokemon cartoon series looked more anime like this. I really enjoy this so much.
Real.
So I thought that was cool. I mean, they made it sound like, oh, and we have one more announcement, and I was like, and then it was this. I was like, oh shoot, dude, you guys got me all hyped about a music video and from a Japanese band called Bump of Chicken. I mean, we gotta admit that is a fantastic name. Don't get me wrong.
Name.
Yeah.
Watch out, bowling for soup.
Bowling for soup and Bump of Chicken.
Bump of Chicken, bro. Dude,
so silly.
It's pretty silly. Yeah, it really bugged me that you can't do the one last thing.
Yeah,
you cannot say the words one last thing, and then it's like and drop. Pokemon seems to do this a lot. I don't think the guy understands what the one last thing
I know. One last thing. And then it's always like kind of a letdown. You're just like, oh, you guys, that's supposed to be like the encore moment. That's supposed to be like you have big news to drop. Maybe you'd be like, hey, and then after we'll put up a music video. You guys like music videos? All right, check it out.
Speaking of which, Pokemon Unite, that was one of those kind of wrong.
Exactly.
Compared to Snap. Where was Pokemon Unite? They didn't even say anything about it.
And they haven't said anything about it since they announced it. I know that originally they were saying fall or winter of 2020.
Yeah, it seemed like it was this year. So I don't know.
It was this year. I remember that. But so Pokemon Unite is free-to-play MOBA for those that don't know, and it's going to be cross-platform between Switch and mobile. To be honest, I'm like kind of excited about it. I know that's strange. Like I like games on my phone, so I'm a weirdo that way. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Something to dip my toes into when I'm bored or whatever. But it is interesting that they haven't really talked much about it. So I don't know if maybe because of COVID times,
probably
things might be delayed. Who knows?
Well, Trav, it's nice to hear that you're not a real gamer.
I know, exactly.
I'm gonna have to let you
go. You have to take my gamer card.
If you could leave that on your desk, that'd be great. I'll be taking your house.
What?
Because we've been paying for that. The Nintendo show's been
That's
paying
true.
For at your home.
Dang it.
I mean, it's been a good job. It's been a good work.
It has. It's lasted me this long.
Wow, phone games. Just phone games are legit, guys. Okay?
I love mobile games.
Come on, man.
I got a problem.
No, dude, it's totally cool. It's cool. So that Pokemon stuff, I think there was no like big surprises to me.
Yeah.
Like I kind of knew what I was going to get, and I saw more of that with this direct or whatever. So yeah, more of that. A little bit of a surprise, however. Number 3, on October 1st, we got our first look at the newest Smash fighter, and that is Minecraft Steve. That's right.
Oh boy.
This was kind of crazy cool. Listen, I'm not a Minecraft guy. Trev, I don't know where you sit on Minecraft. You might be more into it.
I love Minecraft. I was in it when it
Okay.
hit back in beta days, way back in the day.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I still am into it is because my kids play, so it's something that we get to do together. But this was cool. Like finally, like that's like Minecraft is a very well-known franchise, you know, and the fact that they're finally able to make it happen, because obviously this has been a very highly requested character. The funny thing was, like, the game developer or director, it was Sakurai or whatever his name is.
Sakurai,
yeah, he was like almost like seemed pissed off that he had to add Steve from Minecraft. He was like throwing some shade at Nintendo. He's like, they come at me, tell me to put Steve in there. They just think it's just magic. It just happens. But like he was so sarcastic. I don't know if he was like serious or if he was like genuinely kind of PO'd.
Yeah. I think, dude, he's at this god status now that he can just say what he wants.
He can say what he wants. Yeah,
it's getting to the point that I'm sure Nintendo's like, this doesn't look good for us. He needs to stop saying how much we're torturing through the job.
Well, poor guy, man.
Progressively, every single time he talks about a character, it's like he's less and less excited about it. Like, oh my gosh, we're doing this again. I can't believe they're forcing me to do this again.
He's like locked in a cell somewhere, and Nintendo like he's like, hey, we'll feed you again if you make another. Poor guy, dude.
The dude, he puts it on himself. I've heard
does.
the way that he directs is that he's very like he has to be like in charge of every single thing, very micromanagement, and so he puts it on himself. Like I'm sure his like people could help him out on this crap, but he's just that kind of guy that's like tweak, and I got to be there to do it. Very interesting, but dude, I'm cool with this. Like,
I think it's cool.
Dude, I'm the guy that loves the wackiest characters. Smash for me is not interesting unless I got my wacky, creepy, psycho characters. Look at this.
I know, I love it.
I pick it through
It's so the Enderman, yeah. It's so awesome. Well, and the thing is too, like I liked that they like, hey, part of his ability set is he builds things. Like unlike Microsoft with their Minecraft dungeons, they didn't do anything to make it Minecrafty. But at least with this is like they made it like, hey, he's going to be building, you're going to be mining stuff, you're going to be crafting things. Like I thought that was so clever, very exciting, and a very different play style than a lot of other characters. So it was cool that they really put some thought into the actual character and the franchise and make it unique, which is kind of cool.
What's depressing to me is that you say that. I'm like, yeah, Microsoft didn't even make a game where they can craft.
No.
But you got freaking Smash, Nintendo over here.
Yeah.
A fighting game where you're building things in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
And you're actually crafting things.
It boggles my mind that Nintendo botched the Minecraft dungeons. I mean, like, it's still a good game, but they really botched the fact that it has nothing Minecraft about it. So the fact that Nintendo, another... I don't know. It just seems like obviously they have more respect for the character.
Yeah. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But I love the final Smash, dude.
Oh, dude, the final Smash is great.
So funny. It's just like that the thing starts blowing up because of the zombies or whatever. And then the Steve comes up in the camera, is eating the meat.
Yeah.
It's like so creepy. It's so funny.
Very exciting. I think this is probably one of the characters over the last little while that have been announced that I'm actually kind of excited about, because I haven't played much Smash Bros for a while, and this is going to bring me back in for a little bit, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, so we have Steve, Alex. You get to play one of the zombies. They're just called zombies, yeah?
Yeah, zombie. And then Enderman. Yep.
Yeah, so that's cool that you get to play those four. I think they did a couple of suits. One was the guy with the light sword. What is the Travis Strikes Again? Whatever Travis is going to be a costume.
Yep.
And also Bomberman will be a costume. So those guys are out. Those were all predictions. I think since they have costumes, we're not going to be seeing either of those characters, which
No.
is too bad.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll live through it. They're not popular enough, I don't think. But now we got the most popular non-really cool named character in video games on Smash. So this is really cool. It broke the internet, which blows my mind.
Yeah, I guess Twitter went down completely.
Yeah, it just was done, which is crazy that people are still so plugged into Minecraft, dude. They got that thing hooked to their veins.
Oh, dude, for real.
That they're like, oh, I know. Like, I know this shit is happening right now. So it's crazy. It's crazy cool. I'm down, man. I really want to get these fighter packs. I think I'm gonna start with this character. I think I'm gonna be like hopping in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Smash. Yeah. So that was exciting news. Trev, that's all the news, man. Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto.
You may go back home.
Yes,
Thank
go
you.
to your home, also paid by the Nintendo show.
Yes.
It's very nice.
Little did you guys know. I mean, that's the reason why, like, sometimes our production quality is pretty low, is because we have to pay Miyamoto for, just, I mean, like, his cost of living is unreal.
It's crazy. Japan is expensive.
Yeah, he lives like a baller. Like, I was looking through his bank statements. It was rough, man. Like, I
gotta feed my kids, Miyamoto. I gotta feed my kids.
Oh, man.
Think about us. Anyways, Trev, what have you been playing, man? What you up to?
I've been playing some games. Some games have been good. There have been some games that have come out too. Couple games that I've been super into lately. Let me flip over and do a little show and tell here. Playing some Star Wars Squadrons on the PC, and holy moly, this game is pretty. It looks so good.
Are you questing this?
Are you
Oculusing this?
I haven't yet, because I've been wanting to get a feel for the game. Tonight after the show, I will be plugging in the Oculus and trying it in VR. So I'm very excited to give that a go. I hear that it's a pretty cool experience. I mean, anytime that you're in a Star Wars Starfighter, it is fantastic. And then in VR, I bet it's going to be great.
Even better.
Yes.
Even better. That Darth Vader, that Darth Vader samurai, the shit that was. It's short as crap, but when you're in the freaking starship, boom, dude, I was like, I'm in.
It's just so cool. Let's do this thing. I know. So I'm very excited. I mean, that was the main reason that I wanted to get it on PC, was because I could, do some VR action and whatnot. So very excited about this game. This game harkens back to the old TIE Fighter X-Wing PC game days, like Space Sim, and it's a little bit more arcadey than that, obviously, and I like the story. I don't think is as good as some of those old games, because I really liked the story in those old ones. This one's really cool, though. There's these little moments you get to learn about these characters on both sides, the Empire, the Rebel Alliance, and there's some good dialogue back and forth as you're fighting and flying, and it really is beautiful. Like, you think space, there's like one environment to be in. No, dude, they have so many cool areas where you're like in wreckage, or you're in like this kind of like foggy, cool star cluster or whatever it is. And then the cockpits look so neat and are so detailed. I'm really enjoying this game. So I can't wait to dive in. I'll let you guys know how the VR action is, but I am so glad that they brought this style of game back. I haven't gotten into the multiplayer to try any of that yet. For now, I'm just kind of cruising through the story stuff, and I am enjoying it. I mean, who doesn't want to fly in a X-Wing, Yeah,
dude. So it's $40 too, right?
So it's actually cheaper, and I think that makes sense. Like, the content I feel is less than a full like $60 game. So I think.
Would you say less than Battlefield 2? Or
that's tough. Honestly, I think Battlefield 2 probably should have been cheaper, to be honest. So I mean, probably on par, but from what I've experienced so far, there's a lot of good single player stuff, and then there's a whole multiplayer side of things that I'm going to check out, but $40 seems about right. Like, I'm glad that they recognize that, hey, it's not going to be crazy like long or anything like that, but I think it'll be long enough for me to enjoy it, and then I'll move on.
Cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm excited to jump into Squadron myself. I need a little bit of that.
Yes.
Action, dude. What else?
So the other game, I'm going to let you talk about it since it's on your list of things to play. let's dive into the good old Hades, man.
Hades, dude.
This game, I know
is this game of the year or is this game of the year? I
this
don't know.
seriously has been one of my favorite games I've played in a long time. Like, they totally crushed this game. It is so incredibly fun. So Devin, what are your thoughts on Hades? You obviously playing on Switch, right?
Yeah, playing it on Switch. I think it runs well on Switch. I think people were complaining about it. I don't know what their deal was. I think it runs perfectly fine. I really love this game. I've played these guys' games in the past. I've played Bastion. I've played Transistor. I thought those were okay games. They never really captured me in any big way.
Sure.
But I love Greek mythology. I'm a huge fan of Greek mythology. I love the idea of being in hell and like dude, the conceit for this game is perfect. It's for what it is.
Absolutely.
It is perfect for a roguelike. You are in hell and you are trying to get out of Hades' domain to see the gods up in Olympus, and it is so perfect. And along the way you just meet these characters, the people you fight, and it just feels so good. It's like you get this little taste of a story every time you die and come back. It is, and it's excellently written. Very, like, the humor is like lighthearted, but also has a little bit of nice drama in there, a little bit of emotion and feeling. I mean, they just did so well. Like, I think the combat is really cool. The leveling up of weapons, getting certain things from certain gods, being like, "Hey, homie, I want you to make it through this run. I'm going to be your god that's helping you out this time.
Yeah,
this is how you do it." You kind of have these choices too, from one door to another door. Like, okay, I need health, so I'm going to go to this health door to try to get more health, and I'm going to do this, other thing to get more weapon stats or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting the way they do this roguelike. I think it is, in my opinion, one of my favorite roguelikes I've ever played.
Yes.
I know Dead Cells is a big runner-up. There's lots of great roguelikes out there, but
I think this is better. I think this game is just a masterpiece of a video game.
I think so too. I think as far as like a game that knows what it is, like they actually take the idea of roguelike and make it integrated with story. And for me, a game that's integrated with story is a great game. And I don't know, dude, I cannot suggest this game enough. For me, it's like nearly a 10. It is so freaking good. I spent hours on it. I dropped Mario 64 for a bit and was like, I'm digging this, dude. I'm gonna stay on this for a while. And I had some good runs, and then got screwed really hard a couple times.
Well, the thing I love about it is like each run feels so unique and different, even if you pick the same weapon to go through a run with. And because you get, like, depending on like whatever boons that you get or like weapon modifiers or whatever you're getting, each run just feels so cool, so unique, and really make it like, so I want to be creative in the way that I play. And then the thing that I love, and I agree with you, the story I think is so good because it gives you enough. It doesn't overload you where you're like getting bored, but it gives you enough to be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear what happens next. Or when you die and have to go back to hell and you have back at the main area, most of the time with roguelikes, that's like the disappointing thing. That's like, oh, I have to start over.
Sucks.
No, when I die, I'm like, dude, awesome. And then I love going around talking to everybody and finding more little details and unlocking new areas, and then go do it again. And the gameplay is so solid and feels so good. The other thing that I really love about this game too is, you said like voice acting and whatnot is so neat. And I love how like your character will make comments, and like if you get to like the next stage that you've never made it to, he's like, awesome, my first time here, and like little moments that he dialogues things that tells more story or ties into gameplay. It's just so cool. I can't gush enough about it. Honestly, if I were to give this game a score, this would be a 10. This is probably one of my favorite games this year. So Super Giant Games, right? Is that who made this
Super
game?
Giant. Yeah,
I love their games. All of them have been great, in my opinion. Bastion probably being one of the better ones. And I feel like they learned so much from each one of those games that just they were able to apply almost all those different things, from Transistor, from Pyre, from everything to this. And this is their best game. This is absolutely their best game they've ever made.
Easily. Again, like you said, dude, the story is so incremental and tiny. Like, you're just getting little snippets. Like, usually I get bored of dialogue if it's way going and forever.
Like on a JRPG or something, you know?
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, especially that. But it's like well acted too. Like, and it's just, like this. There's like a skeleton that you just beat the crap out of, and he's super funny.
Oh, it's
There's like
hilarious.
just
I
these,
love it.
yeah. There's like honestly, go get this game. There's no reason not to get this game.
$20 too.
Yeah, 20 when it was on the sale. I think 25.
Yeah, 25 normally. Okay.
But yeah, but still 25.
Worth it.
Guys,
like
this game is so worth it. Oh,
for reals, because I will like before I go to bed, like just okay, I'm gonna knock out a run, and then I found myself doing like 4 runs, and I'm like, oh crap, I really got to go to sleep. It is just so good, and it's a perfect game for the Switch. The pickup and playability of it is amazing. Coming soon too, they're gonna be adding cross platform save, so that way you can move from PC to Switch, because like it does. I have it on each system, but on the PC it does look super crystal clear, especially in 4K. It looks amazing. And then on the Switch it is a little bit more blurry, but I feel like they've got the performance down where I haven't had too many moments where it chugged or anything like that. So I'm very impressed with how it plays on the Switch. But you know, if you guys already have it on PC, having that crossplay would be kind of cool to move that save. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for me, it's always handheld, so I never usually see the visuals really bad of any game.
Right.
Yeah, man. What else do you want to talk about?
Next game, Rocket League. Oh my gosh.
League. Where are you coming from?
I know. So Rocket League recently went free to play. So they switched it up recently. It's now on everything, cross-play. I mean, they're one of the original games to have some of this cross-play stuff. It was bought by Epic a little while ago. Oh my gosh, I forgot how good this game is. So me and my kids, this has been our go-to game lately. It has been fantastic. Soccer with cars. Like, it's such a basic concept, but it is so incredibly fun. I feel like the free-to-play stuff that they implemented too is really cool. The fact that, I mean, just the game itself, they really didn't lock anything behind a paywall. It's more just cosmetic stuff, again, similar to like a Fortnite or something like that. But, you know, the battle pass thing that they have, or the rocket pass or whatever they want to call it, is very fun, like cool to unlock new skins. And they have a ridiculous amount of skins and customization options available. And the cool thing is, all that stuff from the past that I've unlocked on PlayStation and PC all carried over, which was great.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, so the kids are playing on their Xboxes, and I've, you know, go in the room with them. I play on my Switch. It works amazing. So
that's cool. Dude,
love this game.
Awesome when they do that. Yeah.
If someone, if no one's played it, like, go check it out. Like, it is free. It's on everything besides mobile. Like, it's seriously an amazing game. And it still looks gorgeous. Like, I love the way this game looks. So
yeah, dude, it's super cool. Yep, I love it. I love it's bringing that back 2018 or whatever the frick that came out.
Right?
Probably earlier.
Well, and then
awesome, though.
The last game that I played was Super Mario Bros. 35.
I'm excited to hear.
Have you tried it yet, Dev?
Not yet. Not yet. It's on my list, but I'm not there yet.
I love it. I love it.
You love it? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It is so good. And like, I love Mario so much. To get just these little like snippets of like Mario and have it competition based is super crazy cool and weird. So you drop in with like 35 other people playing the same level, and there's like a whole bunch of different levels to choose from, and it's pretty cool because you are collecting coins, and if you collect coins you can unlock an ability or unlock like a power up or whatnot, and then you can choose, just like Tetris 99, who you want to attack. So as you hit people or knock out some of the bad guys that are colored normal, they will go to your enemy's screen, and then on their screen they show up as kind of this like gray version of that character. But it's cool because you have a time limit, so you need to get points, and you get points by taking out enemies, and it's just becomes chaos. Like, it's crazy, especially when there's so much stuff coming your way. I haven't had any wins yet. I did have a friend, my friend Landon, got multiple wins, and he's killing it. But like, I like that there's like a unlock system, like you unlock new avatars or icons and things like that, depending on how you play. Cool. And it is honestly just so fun because you can't go wrong with a Mario game. Super fun. So I love that aspect of it. But then to make it some kind of weird multiplayer challenge thing it's just a joy, dude. Like, it makes me sad to think that this is going to go away in March. Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, and what the heck, man? I like that they give you unlockables, but what's the point?
Well, yeah, what's the point if they're just
Yeah,
gonna
what's
take it
the
all
point?
away?
It's all gonna be gone in like a
Yeah.
couple months.
So
What a
Devin,
weird
they're
thing,
not gonna take it away.
They're not
That's
gonna
what's
do it.
gonna happen because this game is
Yeah.
great. It seemed like there's a good. I never had any issues with finding people to play with. Obviously, it's at the very start, but I really love it. Like there'll be little breaks in between work that I'll pull it up real quick, play, and a session lasts me like 5-10 minutes, whatever, and then I'm like, cool, okay, back to work. This is awesome. So it is like a nice little break, and it just makes me smile, makes me happy. And then you die, and you're just like, whatever, cool. Let's jump back in and play some more Mario. It's great. I love it,
dude. Sounds awesome. Sounds like Tetris 99 with Mario. I'm down. I'm in. I'm ready. I'm ready to fight. I gotta get that. I'm ready to get that subscription back. I'm coming back.
I'm coming back, baby.
I'm coming home.
It is really fun. I enjoy it quite a bit. All right, Dev, let's get your last one that you've been playing, my friend.
Last one, Mario 3D All-Stars. Going through it, I am doing Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine. I have Mario 64 for my Switch Lite that I take out, and I got Sunshine for my Switch at home.
I love it.
Because I'm a loser that way.
I love it.
As far as Mario 64, I am like on the 65th star.
Nice.
This is
Dude,
the
you're making
furthest
some
I've ever
progress,
been.
man.
Yeah, this is the furthest I've ever been with Mario 64. I think. Well, I technically, as far as gaining stars, this is probably the furthest I've been. I've beat the game, so I haven't beat the game yet. I'm on the third level of the castle. Going into the paintings that I'm like, I don't remember any of this stuff. I'm like, it's so funny about this game is that you only remember the first level, really. At least to me, because like if I was a kid, I was just doing the first 5 levels over and over again.
Over and
I went
over.
down to that. Well, and when you go down to the dungeon,
Mhm.
those levels blow, dude. Those levels suck. Hazy Maze was a piece of trash, dude. That was the suckiest level I've ever been.
Spitting some
in
words,
my life.
man.
Dude, no. Hazy, crazy, stupid maze, whatever the frick that's called. That is the worst Mario level ever created. It is so bad, poorly designed. I did not, Trev. I looked up how to do the frickin' stars because I just didn't want to deal with it. Usually, there's clues with those levels, and those clues were so stupid that I was just like, I don't even know what they want. The worst one is find a boulder, or be near the boulders or something. Find the boulders.
Sure.
And it's a star that you'll never find. Like your camera would have to be so perfect to find it. It's blind. It's a blind jump, a blind double jump, and then there's a star. I'm like, you would have never found that. There was probably kids forever like, where's this 6th star? Dude, the basement's horrible. The middle level is great. I'm excited to see what happens in the top level, but right now Mario 64 is not a 10. That's just in. It's not a 10.
That's just in. Yeah.
It is great. It is great for what it is. It's a classic.
I mean, it's an old game. Like they've come a long ways.
Yeah, it's classic. It's fun. But man, the basement is the point where I don't know how fun it is. Sunshine is impressing me. Sunshine is better than I thought. Yeah, Sunshine. Okay. I really enjoying Sunshine quite a bit. I think visually it's my favorite one. I might like it more than Galaxy in some ways. I mean, I don't like this movie. I do not like this movie.
You don't like the intro where they're all talking and it's all goofy and weird?
Yikes. And the character design is horrible. Those stupid little plant people are dumb as crap. But as far as like the levels and the design there, I kind of like it. Galaxies, it's good, but I feel like I like the look of this Mario better, a little bit better. Cool. But overall, I'm enjoying this. Like I said last time, though, those individual levels without FLUDD, man, they're hard, Trev.
Are they really?
They're some of the hardest platforming in Mario that I've ever done.
Now, so hard because of like the design and it's like creative that way, or hard because of controls?
No, the controls are pretty good. They're a little twitchy and a little maybe. I think I'm getting used to the twitchiness, but if you're not used to this Mario, which is really fast and twitchy, and he does do that kind of like falling off where you're like, why is he falling off?
Gotcha.
But they're mostly, it is by design that these levels are just really crazy difficult. Like it's
really
Mario and Galaxy, the gravity like saves you from dying, you know? And rarely in 64 do you just have these drop-offs that you're going to die immediately. But in this one, there's several drop-offs, and that's what makes it difficult. So these are really hard levels. Some of them are just frustrating as crap. The pachinko machine and other ones, I haven't even done those yet. But what I saw, I am not excited for those moments. This is an excellent collection for me. I love it still digging it. I love it for podcasts. I'm a
Good.
podcast player. So for me, just put it in those podcasts.
Yep, and listen to
play some
something.
Mario, let that thing go. So I'm digging it, dude. I'm still loving it.
That's good.
64 is disappointed, but I'm hopefully getting to better and greener pastures. That
makes me happy though. That makes me happy. That makes me excited to eventually get to it and really dig in and give it a fair shake. Because I think you're right. I think there's things about it that I am very intrigued about, like the whole water mechanic and cleaning, and I don't know, for some reason that just seems really cool. And so I'm excited. I definitely want to give it a fair shake, but I want to give it time when I have time. Like I want to be able to dedicate some time to it.
Yeah, there's too many new games to maybe play some old games right now. So maybe I want to suggest it. You got Crash, you got Star Wars, we got a lot of good games coming soon. So
for real.
Cyberpunk's going to be a hard one. So anyways, speaking of kind of next generation, should we go to Console Wars, the 9th generation, Trev?
You know what,
Give
Devin?
these guys 5
we
minutes.
should. Absolutely.
Let's do it. This is where me and Trev break down the latest news from Xbox and PlayStation within 5 minutes, because we are the Nintendo show now. We're out of the prison, and we are going to give you 5 minutes. That's all you're going to get. Trev, this week, the question is, as I set my timer like a moron, I don't do it again. Thank you, everyone. 5 minutes. Here we go. And the questions are, Trev, the PlayStation and Xbox pre-orders are going to be coming late for some people, which is really crappy.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
What do you think of that? First off,
first of all,
situation.
I think the pre-order situation is just crazy. There has to be a better way to do this. I don't know what that is. It just seems like no matter what, when there's a new console, it always is crazy. But the thing is, like, people or companies like Apple can release a big iPhone that's insane, and every year just have things go smooth. So I think that, like, I just don't know if maybe the console market, because they don't release a console very often, that like they just don't know how to do it. I don't know. And then you have retailers like Amazon that are now contacting for both Xbox and PlayStation, saying like, hey, you got a pre-order, but it just might not be this year. It might be next year. It might be when we get them in. And that just sucks. Like maybe don't sell at that many then. Like hold off and put the right number, and I get it. It's hard. I get that, like, it's crazy, but it is a sucky situation for people that got those emails saying that they're going to be delayed. Like that's a bummer.
Well, and it seemed like it affected PlayStation a little bit harder, and I had that inkling from what people were saying, even what PlayStation was saying, that I was like, maybe this isn't going to be so smooth. Especially with how many consoles they're going to have. But they say there's more than the PlayStation 4. But it sure doesn't seem like it, does it, y'all?
No.
Sure doesn't feel like it,
I mean, like, I don't know. I felt like it was easier to get a PS4. So,
and there was still the internet then. So I don't know what happened all of a sudden. So, yeah, that kind of bugs me. I do feel bad for those people. I feel bad for me for not getting it, but I feel worse for people that were like, got their hopes up. Basically, we're ready to put the money down and then drop. Sorry, ain't happening. That blows. That really blows. But for me, I'm like, those companies should be given the amount that they actually will have, instead of like giving people's hopes up and then dragging them along for a long time. So whatever. It is what it is. That's sad. Trev, you got your Xboxes. So last week you were telling us about pre-ordering, how that would happen. How did it work out?
It was one of the craziest mornings. The whole process took me like 3 to 4 hours. It was crazy. So my goal was to secure 3 Xbox Series S's for the little dudes for Christmas, and then an Xbox Series X for myself. All right. So
that's a big ask. That's a big ask.
I mean, like, come on, that's shopping order right there. Like, just one, I would have been like, all right, I feel confident. But dude, I was like, I got to get 3 of these bad boys, one for me. And then anyways, I have 3 monitors, Devin. I had multiple pages up for every different. So I had everything bookmarked and saved and already signed into all the accounts and Walmart and all this crap, right? It was crazy. So it went live, and I'm just refreshing F5. My finger's starting to hurt because I'm F5ing so much. And dude, it was crazy. So there's multiple places I would get it in the cart, and then I would go to check out, and then it would drop out and remove it from cart, and I was able to get it back in, and I started panicking because Devin, almost 2 hours into this. I didn't have anything at that point.
Oh,
I was
boy.
about to give up. And Devin, and I was so stressed. I was here just clicking away. And then eventually I was like, all right, I'm just going to give up. I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is stupid. And you know what? The fact that I keep getting like it into the cart and the checkout process then crashes. Like I was just getting irritated. But I had some good luck. Thank goodness. Finally, on the Microsoft Store, because their whole site crashed like crazy, I was able to get under my Xbox account a Series X and a Series S. Under my son's account, I was able to get a Series S from the Microsoft Store. So that's 3 from the Microsoft Store. And then I got one from Best Buy because Best Buy was delayed. Best Buy and Amazon didn't even release or put them available for like a couple hours after the launch.
Yeah, that's right.
So I was able to get one at Best Buy, and then I got another one at Best Buy. So I actually have 5 total. So I'm going to cancel one of the S's, but I don't want to do it quite yet because I want to make sure everything goes through smoothly. So I'm like, you know what? I have 5 pre-ordered. I'll cancel one of them. But the fact, Devin, I freaking nailed it, dude. It was epic. It was a rush. It was a rush. I took a nap afterwards. I was so tired.
Dude, that is so rough. It's like crazy, man. I tried to go in just for funsies, just to see how it worked. I was going for like a 5-minute check, and I was like, wow, I don't even want to try. I did. I got early enough that I was like, I could get it here at Walmart, but that was about it. And then I was like, well, I don't actually have the money for this. So there we go. That's that. But yeah, I'm glad you got it, dude.
Dude, thank you. I'm excited. I'm excited. I really would like a PS5. I think down the road, definitely going to pick one up, obviously. I wasn't able to ever get a RTX 3080 or 3090 or anything like that. Because, again, everything gaming right now, pre-order is just crazy and messed up. And so I think I'm kind of committed to the Xbox ecosystem right now just because my kids, that's what they love. They want to play on. And so it makes sense for me not split up my purchases between a bunch of stuff. So I think I'm really this generation going to focus on Xbox.
Baby.
I mean, I think they have some cool things going for them, but
they do.
I'm going to still keep that eye out for that PS5. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean. I'll be seeing you later, baby. You hot stuff. You sexy, you big mama. You thick. All right, Trev, we're done. Do you want to do some description conniption? We haven't played a game for a bit, man.
Dude, let's do it. Let's get our game on.
So description conniption is where we try to get a game solely based on the ESRB ratings. There will be 5 rounds, and each of us will switch off between rounds. Being the guesser and the describer. The guesser must guess the game within 2 guesses. If not, the guesser will not get the point. So we'll have 5 rounds between us both. Trev, let's get on this ESRB.
All right. And then we just search Nintendo, right?
It can be anything. I think
anything. All platforms. Let's do it. Okay, random play.
Just searching this random play. All right. I'll go first.
All right,
so,
go for it, buddy.
Let me go down because I don't know where you're fighting. Here we go. Let's see if this is hard enough. Okay.
Oh boy. The
description's as follows. I'm starting at the bottom. This way you taste polyamorous dreams of a teen heart. I got the right tactics to turn you on. That's the first quote that they give on this sentence. That is a horrible sentence. I'm sorry. But these are okay. So hold on, let me do this again.
Okay, I'm so confused. Go ahead.
Some lyrics contains words like "damn" and "hell" and the reference to suggestive materials. Feeling your hands upon my thighs, but friends don't know the way you taste. Polyamorous dreams of a teen heart. I got the right tactics to turn you on. That's the first.
Wait. Is this it's that puzzle game, Catherine Full Body, whatever.
Nope.
No? Dang it. Okay, that was one guess.
I forgot to say this is E for everything.
It is?
E for everyone. Yes, with that nasty lyrics. E for everyone.
Okay.
Players score points accurately moving their bodies in time to music and scrolling.
Is this Just Dance?
Yes. Which one?
Yeah. I don't know. 2021.
Yep.
Okay. Yay! Nailed it.
Got it on the second guess. Okay, 1 point for Trev.
Okay, your turn, my friend. We are going to do... All right. This is an action game in which... Oh, okay, rated T for teen. Just so you know. Yep.
Okay.
This is an action game in which players must battle aliens after crash landing on a strange planet. From a third-person perspective, players use arrows, guns, blasters, and other ranged weapons to deplete the health meters of alien enemies. While using ranged weapons, players aim crosshairs at targets, which explode when defeated. Action is highlighted by blasts of energy, impact sounds, and explosions. A few enemies emit brief splashes of red blood when hit. A power-up item is described in text as containing methadone, a variety of opiates, and so on and so forth.
That's T for teen?
This is T for teen, bro.
Oh my gosh, aliens! I'm trying to think of a recent game. Is this a recent game? That's my. Give me a little.
Yeah.
Clue.
This I would say within the last year.
Okay. Oh man.
Another hint: it is on Switch as well as other platforms.
Oh boy, dude. I'm trying to think of an alien game. I can't even think of one. Okay. Is it? Gosh, Trev, I can't think of that game. Dang it. It's a tactical shooter? Yeah?
No, it just said action shooter.
I'm trying to think oh my gosh. Dude, I'm blanking. I can't even think of an alien.
That's all right. You want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell me it.
Okay, it's Risk of Rain 2.
Risk of Rain 2?
Yes. Did you ever play Risk of Rain?
That is. No.
Oh, it is really fun. Like, it's multiplayer. You go in, fight aliens. It's great. Upgrade your weapons. Okay. Fantastic.
Man, I would have never gotten that. Risk of Rain.
Sorry, I picked one too obscure then. My bad.
Hey, that's fine. Listen, I need to be on my Steam more often. Here's mine. Players occasionally hear. Oh, this is T for teen.
Okay.
Players occasionally hear children crying for help as they move through the house.
That's creepy.
Any guesses?
No.
Okay.
Was that supposed to be a good game? Like,
no, that's okay. I'm giving you sentence by sentence. We got this.
Okay.
The game. I'm giving you a little tasties. The game contains recurrent themes about missing children, black screens stating "missing," and all children are missing. When a child gets caught, missing theme posters and milk cartons will black and white pictures of kids appear. Anything coming to mind?
Zero, Devin. Zero.
Okay. Characters can use a slingshot and a pop gun to stun and disable characters. Nothing?
Have I played this game, do you think?
I don't know if you have, but you know about it.
Okay.
From a first-person perspective, players explore the house and its grounds while searching for keys and avoiding the adult neighbor.
This is neighbor guy. Neighborhood. Secret neighbor.
You got it, dude.
Okay. Yay! I have not played it. No. I know that totally gave it away because I was not gonna get that.
I was gonna just say adult, but I was like, I gotta be fair. Gotta play fair. All right.
I love it.
2 in, dude. I'm gonna go. If I can't get this, all right.
Okay. Oh no, I just lost it. It was a good one.
Well.
Okay, I got this.
You're good to get.
All right. I'm gonna have to take out some keywords here.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, hold on. How many keywords we got? I didn't take out the neighbor one.
So these ones are very specific character names that you would get. Okay, this is rated E for everyone. 10 plus. This is an action adventure game in which players control blank, blank, and blank as they save blank from rampaging robots. As players traverse underwater environments, they interact with characters, solve puzzles, and use spin SWAT attacks to defeat enemy robots and giant bosses. Anything yet, Dev?
Is this Crash Bandicoot?
It is not. No, I'll keep going, though. Players engage in frequent melee-style combat, punching enemies and using a crosshair target to fire bubble missiles. Enemy robots generally disappear amid mild explosions and bubbles when defeated. The game contains commercial crude references in dialogue. For example, I think I have fudge in my pants. I stay here and protect the babies. I get a frozen wedgie for this. Like having your pants pulled down in front of casual acquaintances. One sentence depicts trucks filled with manure.
Oh my gosh, dude! I had an idea.
What's your idea? Just throw out your idea.
Can you tell me what was the blanks? Give me don't say the words. Just say how many blanks did I get?
Oh, okay. So you got character names. So you control blank, blank, and blank as they save blank.
Oh man.
And I have to blink it, and you'll know why. Because the second I say any of these, you'll be like, oh, yeah.
Okay. It's a cartoon. In my head, it was Ratchet and Clank, but I don't
It's very much a cartoon.
It can't be Ratchet and Clank.
It is not.
SpongeBob SquarePants? And I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Okay, go with your gut. What does your gut say? If it's not Ratchet and Clank...
That's all I can think of. SpongeBob SquarePants right now. Hold on. Is there something new? I don't know. That's all I got.
You got it, Dev. It's SpongeBob SquarePants. Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Okay, there we go.
So it was SpongeBob. Well, crap. What was his name? Patrick and Sandy as they save Bikini Bottom.
Okay. Yikes. Trevor.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. I was being a little rude, but that, it's SpongeBob. Good. It's great.
Rated at, okay, so we're you're 2, I'm 1. Let's see if we can get you down 1. This is rated M for mature, 70 plus. During the course of the game, some stages depict bags of cocaine on a table counters, and the word F appears in the dialogue. Then we got gunfights can be frenetic and are highlighted by cries of pain, explosions, realistic gunfire, and blood splatter effects. Cutscenes also depict instances of violence and explosions that kill 2 characters, a man shot in slow motion.
Ooh, this is Mafia.
It is not Mafia.
Dang it. Okay.
Game modes allow players to eliminate terrorist cells, defuse bombs, extract hostages. Characters use firearms, pistols, machine guns, shotguns, explosives, and traps, electrical barbed wire, robots, and tasers to kill human enemies. Anything there?
Robots to kill human enemies. Robots? Did you say robots?
Yeah, I'll give you a little more. This
All
is
right.
a first-person shooter in which players control members of an elite elite counterterrorism unit through various missions. That's all your clues. That's all you got.
Is this Rainbow Six Siege?
Yes!
Is it?
Yes!
Yeah!
Counterterrorism.
Woo! Yeah, counterterrorism. Got it. Nailed it. I love it. Okay. All right, Devin.
Dude.
Last. You want one last one?
We can. Might as well.
All right.
I mean, I
Let's
lost,
go for it.
but I'll lose in victory.
All right. You'll lose in victory.
I'll
Okay.
still lose.
That is a thing that was said. All right. This is rated T for teen.
T for teen.
Yes. This is a space combat game in which players control 2 pilots, one on each side of the war, through a variety of combat missions.
Star Wars.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Star Wars. I don't know the title of
Oh,
it.
then maybe you don't got it. Come on,
Star
Devin. I just said it. We
Wars,
talked about it. Were you not listening
I
to
know.
me?
Hold on a sec. I was listening to you. I just heard Star Wars. There's too many new Star Wars. All the new ones on the movies and the stuff, and the things, and
All the Star Warses.
Oh, yep. Star Wars Squadrons.
Nailed it. Good job, Dev. I'll give it to
didn't
you.
cheat at all.
Boom.
No, I did. Rogue Squadron is all I could think. Trev, you beat the crap out of me.
Oh, that was fun. I like
That was
those.
a thorough smackdown from Trev. Thanks, man. Let's see. We are going to do. Let's do some fan questions.
Let's do it.
Let's get to the ends of this beautiful show that we're making here together. Fan questions. Will Nintendo? Oh, so what? Ask. Will Nintendo be raising their game prices to $70 like PlayStation 5? is going to be doing. Do you think that Nintendo will follow suit with the new console generation? Will the Switch be making $70 games? What do you think, Trev?
Unfortunately, eventually, yeah. I don't know if we'll see it obviously this year or next year, but I think in a couple of years, absolutely, because it seems like a lot of these companies are wanting to get that little extra and they're going to push for it. And this is a good time for them. Not that I want them to, but it's a good moment for them to be like, hey, they cost more now. And I feel like Nintendo is so high on their properties that they're like, hey, if these other people could sell them for $70, our stuff is worth $70 or more, you know? So I could see that maybe like when the Switch 2 or Switch Pro or whatever happens next year, potentially they raise the price. I sure hope not, man. Like, gaming is an expensive hobby, and $60 already is a lot, not to mention all the additional DLC and crap that they sell you on top of it. And not to mention, this money isn't going to go towards the development costs. It's going to go towards like the key people high up in these companies like EA that are going to take home a larger bonus. And I doubt that many of the people on the front lines actually working are going to see much of that money.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they're already asking for battle passes, for DLC, for ultimate editions, and, you know, just all this other stuff. I feel like I get that the prices of games haven't come up in a long time, but I feel like there is also, not to mention a way larger market base, just because like gaming has grown like crazy. So more people are buying games than ever, and you are selling all these additional things on top of it. I still think $60 should be the sweet spot, and it saddens me to see everybody go to that $70, because it again just makes the hobby that much more expensive, but it makes Game Pass that much more enticing. So
and like, so not to like I hate when people throw IGN under the bus, but every time I hear like an IGN podcast about this specific thing about prices, or even other video game podcasts from like the big head up kind of like, you know, the big guys, they always are like, oh yeah, it should be $70. Why shouldn't it not be $70? Why it should not be $70 is, like you said, Trev, we are paying more than $70 for these games. They are getting tons of money through freaking all the online DLC, all the microtransactions, all this stuff is built into almost every game you have. The only ones that don't is PlayStation. And that's really all that I can think of. Maybe Nintendo, but Nintendo never changes their prices. They're always at $60. So they're never
put them on sale.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. So for me, I'm like, I don't like, we're already giving these companies a crap load more money than they've ever gotten before, you know? So
not to mention, go ahead. I don't either. And I get that the cost to develop games has gone up exponentially. Like I get that, but the thing is too, like I feel like people think it's the same amount of people that have always played games. That is not the case. Like every year, the amount of people that are playing games increases. And so more and more people are buying games than ever. So even though that, like, you know, it's been a decade since games have been $60, I just still feel like they're getting so much more because of the amount of people that actually play and that are buying games, and then all the extra crap that you're buying, the subscriptions, all this stuff. And I feel like 60 is something that like is palatable, especially for like, I feel bad for those that don't have the income to like go get a new game, you know? And I would say to those people, don't buy games at release, at least, because luckily a lot of these games, besides Nintendo stuff, go on sale. And so show them that you won't buy it until they put it on sale. And, you know, but if you have a digital edition of a console and you're buying it straight from PlayStation or Xbox, and that's your only option, maybe we're not going to get as many sales. And that, I don't know, that's a little concerning to me. I feel bad for those that wouldn't be able to buy those games. So
there's no way that people aren't getting more money, or at least the same amount of money as they did before. And I almost question, like, does it cost more money? I think yes.
I guess we don't know, do we?
AAA studios, but the indies, they're getting like technology that's, I'm sure, cheaper now, and like two people can make a game now. Before you would have to code the whole thing. figure out all this
Well,
stuff.
yeah,
And now you do it
the
really
development
quickly and
tools, right?
easily.
Like those are so
Yeah.
widely accessible now that anybody can make games almost.
Yeah.
And no, I really think that the AAA obviously I think are kind of the
Yeah.
issue here.
Yeah.
That maybe they need to change how they develop. I don't know what it will take. I'm not a game developer, so I can't really say too much. But it does make me mad that I'm like $70 for a game is just too damn expensive, Devin. Like that's just too much. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, especially if I know they're not gonna, and the problem is they're not gonna stop giving microtransactions.
No, yeah, you're like, okay, I would be okay to pay a little bit extra if it was just like, hey, you get everything. We're not gonna market anymore to you, but that that's not the case, and that's not what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the same amount, if not more, as far as you know.
To answer the Nintendo question, I think they're not going to do it during the Switch generation. That would be weird.
That would be kind of weird, like mid-gen, right?
Bad taste. Yeah, it'd be bad taste. So you'll have a little bit where Nintendo games are actually cheaper than your Switch or the PS5 and the Xbox. So you'll have a little bit of moment there where you're like, yeah, Nintendo is cheaper nowadays. And you could go to Walmart and get it for $50 if you, especially for the Switch.
Yeah.
The little cards. Anyways, that is that. Kind of a bummer one. But question mark asks, Kirby Fighter 2, why does it exist?
That's my question.
Good question.
All right, move on.
This game came out of nowhere. People on Game Explain, I think, found out about it a couple days or a day or the night of,
right?
And then it came out the next night. It is essentially Smash Bros. Listen, if you love Kirby and all you care about is one character and it was just Kirby, this is the game for you. You got Kirby and it's Smash Brothers, but like worse.
But worse. I don't know. I'm not intrigued. I think especially $20 for this game. Again, it's another one that I'm like, dude, no.
Garbage. Get Hades.
Yeah.
Get Hades. Get away from me.
So I can't speak to the quality of the game, but I am not intrigued.
It's not good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you just watch it and you think, this is Smash Bros. This is just Smash Bros.
You want to be Smash.
It's just like, no, dude, it's literally Smash Bros.
Is it really?
Because the guy who made it is the guy who made Smash Bros. So it is literally Smash Bros. And it's Kirby.
All right.
So it's Kirby with different weapons and it's Smash Brothers. And I guess you're not punching people out, but you're doing the hit bar down, which is the worst part of Smash. So, there you go. Happy days.
Cool.
Pretty fun. Kirby Fighter 2. Don't buy it. Mario Fan 933 asks, is 64 a difficult game? Mario 64. Do you find it to be a difficult game? I've been hearing some complaints. That's a little hard. It's a little too difficult.
No, I don't think it's too difficult because I mean, I was a kid and was able to beat it. So I'm like, I can't say it was difficult, but what I think is difficult is like just the fact that it's not modernized. So the controls are a little weird. The camera's a little weird. It doesn't feel as like fluid and smooth as a modern game. So for me, that's hard to kind of, once you get used to the modernness of like whatever the latest Mario is and then go back is kind of jarring sometimes. There are some levels and some stars that I think are bogus and super difficult, but almost every game has something in it that's ridiculous. I wouldn't say it's too hard, but I mean, you've been diving into it more, Devin. What do you think?
I don't think it's too difficult. I've actually been getting blasted through it pretty easily. I think it's even the camera. Yes, the camera is the worst part about that game. That's the challenging thing. That's what makes some of those jumps impossible. But mostly, I'm finding myself getting these stars pretty easily. Again, some of the levels don't really give hints. I think it's going to the 100% that it's going to be a little more difficult.
Right.
But overall, it's not a difficult platformer to me. It is more difficult than some. I would say it's more difficult than Galaxy. Probably on par with Sunshine. Definitely more difficult than Odyssey. But to be honest, I like the little bit of challenge. I love a little bit of challenge. That's why I like it a little bit more than Odyssey in some ways.
That's cool.
So for me, I don't think it's the most difficult Mario game. Not even close. But I think it's definitely doable. Maybe it's just like our generation. Like I grew up with it.
Yeah.
If you're younger, maybe you're not used to the camera.
Because you know what, my kids will jump in and play, and they didn't grow up in that generation, and they aren't having any issues either. Once they get their head around the controls, like once they're like, okay, I get how this works, not a problem.
Well, Mario fan 933, you've been called out. You know what I'm
You
saying?
just gotta get better.
You get called out.
Oh man, we got a question in chat, Dev.
What's up?
Who would you? Oh, so this comes from Ghostbird.
Okay.
Who would you like to see announced as the next Smash Bros. Player? Character.
Oh, man.
I think we've gone over this a couple times in the past, and
I think a few. I don't know, dude. My heart always goes with
the guy from Hades.
It's not gonna happen. You want Hades
Zachariah or whatever, whatever it is. I want him in it.
I want Impa.
Okay.
Hyrule Warriors.
That would be pretty sick.
Transferred on would be really sick. Again, like I said, Master Chief, but I'm an Xbox nerd.
I was gonna say Master Chief too.
Body, but it's not gonna happen, dude. I understand that.
What if they had Kratos, God of War?
Yeah, that would be a big hit, dude.
Because they have Minecraft Steve and Banjo-Kazooie from like Microsoft properties. They don't. I mean, they got like the Splinter. No crap.
Oh,
the guy, Metal Gear Solid dude. Yeah, Solid Snake. But dude, what if they got like a Kratos and he's just ripping people to shreds and there's blood everywhere?
Yeah, man, that'd be cool.
All right.
It's not gonna happen, but that'd be so cool. But those are our dreams. Yeah, our dreams are those. I think for me, I like to see I like first party, but for me, it's seeing those third party like big characters. I think Crash would be cool. I think that's possible.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's honestly, I'm kind of shocked that it hasn't happened.
Yeah,
to be honest, like this is another one of those Minecraft Steve. Why hasn't he been announced yet? You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah. So that was that. Should we get to new releases? There's a few. There's a couple that we've already they're not great, but there are some are maybe okay. Have you ever heard of Yiz? Is it Yiz? Yes. Ys?
Yep.
Ys.
So I love these games. They are amazing. I love them. Now I haven't played Origin. Ooh, Ghostbird. Also to comment on the next fighter, the Hollow Knight dude.
Ooh,
I think that would be super cool because he has some cool weapons, got some cool moves. He's very iconic. I think that would be really good. That's the good recommendation. Ys is awesome. I love these games. I haven't played Origin, but this looks really cool. I like the art style. It's more retro looking. But these games are very much like hack and slash RPGs. And I downloaded it. Haven't started playing it yet, but I'm very excited about this game. Like more than, I mean, it sounds probably crazy that I'm so excited about it, but I can't wait to boot it up and play. It looks awesome. I love me an RPG. And then, I mean, I love turn-based, but having just a good old slasher with some abilities and stuff like that is super fun. So.
Yeah, these games I think are kind of like silently really good games. Like I don't think a lot of people know about them, but from what I've seen, they're excellent. They're JRPGs, so if you haven't heard about these, it's probably because they're lesser known JRPGs,
a little bit more obscure,
better known in other places. But check them out. I think this game's like $20 or something.
Yeah,
so it's cheaper than the others.
Cheaper too right now. I think it's like 20% off. This game super cool. And their names are insane. So the last one that came out, it came out on Vita and PS4, and then it came out on Switch. But it's Ys 5 Lacrimosa of Donna or some ridiculous name. Buddy. I can't remember, but the names, I feel like it's like you guys aren't really selling it, man. Like when you have a name like that, I'm like very disconnected. But the fact that I've played these games in the past, so I'm like I know what to expect and I'm excited. But I'm like, come on, man, you got marketing team, step it up a notch.
Maybe change it for the American audience. The yeast or the yiz or the yice.
We only know how to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to say. So then we got Mario 35 or Super Mario 35. Go check that out. Free if you have your online service. Trevor loves it. I'm sure I'm going to love it if it's anything like Tetris 99, which it sounds like. This one's kind of funny. Let's Sing Queen.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thanks for sharing that one out. What is that even about? Holy cow. Let's Sing Queen.
It's a singing game about the band Queen. And that's it.
Oh, is it really? Like Queen the band?
Yeah, Queen the band. $40.
Do you sing along?
I guess so. Here's an option for you. Buy Queen's greatest hits. $10.
Yeah.
Just put it in
And then sing away.
play it. Oh,
Yeah.
even better, if you have Spotify, don't even buy a CD because the CDs don't exist anymore because I'm forgetting what era I'm in. And then you just listen to it.
I love it. That's awesome.
It's
I need to look up some YouTube video gameplay of this because that sounds awfully great.
So awesome. Okay. Let's do our final recommendations. This is where we give anything, video games or otherwise, that we want to recommend to you that we think is amazing in the world today. Trev, what is your final recommendation?
I'm going to flip over to the video because this has been my life for the last month, Devin.
Good.
I am so into the One Wheel. So One Wheel is a product put out by Future Motion. It is a wheel in the center of a board, and it is insane. It has a battery, it has a motor inside the wheel, and it self-balances for you once you get on. But it has such, this is honestly, like, I think, and I feel weird saying this, video games are my passion, right, Devin?
Yeah.
This might have taken over as far as just something that I love. Like, there's something about this, like, high that you get as you're out floating, just riding, dude. So this thing can go on roads, it can go on trails, you can take it pretty much anywhere. And I have almost like every single day have gone out for a 9 to 10 mile ride, and it is so incredibly fun, so exhilarating. I have fallen and have gotten hurt really bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wrecking on this looks rough, dude.
It is, and so I messed up my leg pretty good the first day that I had it. But as I learn it and I figure out kind of what to expect, I luckily, knock on wood, haven't had any issues, but it is so fun. And there's something like, seriously, it's like this meditative state that I get in when I go outside and I'm riding the different bike trails or just cruising around town. And it is like, seriously feels like snowboarding. I used to snowboard. I love snowboarding. That feel. But the thing is snowboarding is such a pain in the butt to like pack up all your gear, go up to the mountains, and like, it's just this like huge thing. And this, I'm able to just ride out my garage, take off, or I have it in the back of the trunk, and they're like, hey, my kids are at soccer practice, I'm gonna go hit some trails while they're at soccer practice. And it is so exhilarating and fun, feels like snowboarding. I can't say enough good things about it. If check out One Wheel on YouTube. I love it. This is the best thing on the face of the planet. Honestly, this is incredibly fun. So anyways, that's my recommendation. It is an expensive recommendation, but if you love going outside, you love snowboarding, and you love that feel, this is such a cool thing. Honestly, I could totally use it to commute to work and back because I work close enough once I return back to like out of quarantine stuff. But like, it is amazing. I can't gush about it enough. I love it.
Dude, it looks awesome. It actually looks cooler than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be nerdy. I'm actually really fond of this now.
Oh, it's so cool. I love it.
I might have to try it, except I'm a coward and I don't want to fall and die. That's awesome. Dude, my recommendation, couple little shows and movies and stuff for you. One of is called Weathering with You. This was another anime movie to give you guys. Another love anime.
You're all about that romance anime, you know what I mean?
I'm about that romance anime. I don't know why, but it's directed by the same guy that did Your Name, which was that one that I recommended a couple weeks ago, the love story that's through time. This one is a love story dealing with a chick that controls weather. It's cool. It's really well animated, similar stuff. Enjoy the westernization of it. I feel like this director has his pulse on like Western audiences a little bit better than a lot of anime. Yeah,
good.
So it's something that I feel like if you're not into anime normally, you could get into these two, Your Name and Weathering with You. Another one is Netflix's series, which I'm sure a lot of you probably have already checked out, but check it out if you're interested in this kind of stuff. American Murder, The Family Next Door. Creepy, weird, and it surprises you. Like, I don't want to like give anything away,
of course,
but it makes you think like, oh shiz, this is weird. I wouldn't predict that, or really? I would predict that, but that doesn't seem like that person to me. So it's very interesting. It's interesting that it's kind of interesting to see that a whole family is documented their lives, and the whole show, which is interesting, is all video captured from like the family, captured from like the cop videos. It's so interesting. You can make a movie from all of these videos that these people have captured. It just shows you how technology has supported the American life in this new crazy time. And it's in dealing with the murder and seeing it through that perspective makes it a little more like real, makes it a little more like
Yeah.
grounded. It's really interesting. So I would check it out if you're into that kind of stuff. If you're not and you're into that, I mean, it spooks the crap out of me.
I bet.
I have to watch it, dude. I have to watch like anything that's real. I gotta watch like in the daylight. I cannot. I can do cutting off
Too
heads.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do cutting off heads, creepy zombie crap, all that stuff at night. But dude, these kind of real life stuff, I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna hang out in the day.
Yep.
Gonna
Open the windows
with a gun. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's really cool.
with your Nintendo blaster, your zapper.
Yeah, dude, that kills.
It does.
Watch out for that zapper.
Radiation.
It does the number on ducks, digital ducks for sure.
Oh
and
yes.
Trev, that's it. That's it for the Nintendo
Awesome.
show. Guys, thanks for watching this episode. It's been a lot of fun. Next week is episode 50, Trev. Our 50th
That's
episode.
so cool. That's crazy.
That's so cool. Yeah, dude, we're heading into a year here with the Nintendo show. Thanks everyone for supporting us for this long. It's been a big deal. We really appreciate it. If you guys want to do more of this kind of helping us out, go to nintendoshow.com, subscribe to all of our channels, like and follow us from that site. We got Twitch, we got Instagram, we got Facebook, we got YouTube, we got your podcast.
We got MySpace.
Music. Got MySpace. I'm a big fan of that. That's actually where most of our information is dumped on.
It's weird how it hasn't taken off.
Yeah, all of our special episodes are on there. So yeah, we're just here to have fun. That's all it is for us. It's not about money. It's not about anything. It's just chilling with you guys and having fun. So thanks everyone who does join us and leaves comments. It does help out a lot. And next week we will be doing a special 50th anniversary episode for the Nintendo show. So look forward to that. Until next time, from me and Trev, we love you and we'll see you. Bye.
Bye.